So our project is, we went to Mars, our spaceship crashed completely on Mars, and we're there for 6 months and we have to survive. We did not expect that. Luckily, we have an agile computer on our spaceship, and right before it died, it printed out a lot of user stories that we need to survive on Mars. I'll show them later. I will quickly go over some concepts. Probably you guys know this already. I created this for a starting team. So an iteration or a sprint, we have a backlog. There's a story card in that backlog. There are some dependencies. You will see that as well. The stories have story points. The fancy computer in the spaceship already calculated them for you, so you do not have to think about that. You just have to learn how to survive. We will be working with the velocity. There will be defects. I will be time boxing things for you, and we will have a technical depth. The board will be done in Mural. I will send the link soon. I'm going to quickly go over the rules. So we need dice. I don't know if you can see them. I will roll the dice. Some of the slides are still a bit in Dutch. I only got notice today that I had to translate them. So if you have questions, don't be afraid to ask them. So I will roll the dice every time we do an iteration. The number on the dice will, the first roll will be the number of defects that will be created. The other roll will be the change in velocity. And if you see on the slides, that can turn out positive or negative, the way life is, of course. There's also the concept of technical debt. So you can choose to not fix your defects. Just in real life, you can choose not to fix it, but in time, you will build up a certain technical debt and it will be in your disadvantage. I will be calculating, so there's no scorecard. I will be calculating everything for you. And the goal is, well, we have to rebuild the base because we are stuck there for at least 6 months. We have to survive. You will be needing power, water, and oxygen, and they are only available for one iteration. And yeah, you really need them. Also, if the velocity is 0, you're dead too. So please try to avoid to die. There's a final score. I don't think we will finish today. You won't, an hour is not that much to play this game. But so there's a final score where you have the story points that are finished, deducted by the special story points. I will explain that later. And then the defects count 5 times. So do remember that you are being punished if you have defects. There are some special cards in the game. You have helpers and you have temporary cards. You will see they will have a color. The blue ones are like robots and they can help you build things faster or better quality, but you will be needing a robot factory. Then the red cards are very cheap, but they are temporary and they also, like I said before, don't count in the final score. Are there any questions so far? I will take you guys to the mural board. Hopefully the chat works right now.
Still disabled.
Is it still disabled? Yeah. Not sure if you can copy it while seeing.
I'll check if I can.
Mine is working. Mine is working, so.
I'm not seeing. If I press chat, it doesn't do much. I don't know if you can type the link.
Sarah, maybe you can put it on the meetup page.
Yes. I don't have it open. How can I go there very quickly?
So is there a number, a specific number that we just need to put?
Yeah, no, it's like this.
Yeah.
So it's pretty long, so no. Let me quickly stop share and then go to the meetup page. Of course, I do not have it open.
Chat is working.
Ah, yes, I
Yeah.
see. Let me just quickly. Should be on the chat
yes,
right now.
I see it. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, getting there.
All
Yes.
right, I see people joining. Great. Do you guys want me to share my mural or do you just follow me on the mural? Both is fine for me.
We can follow on a mural, then we can also see the other people.
And I can also see you guys and see the chat, so that's nice.
The only disadvantage is that the recording won't have the,
Okay.
of course, if we, no, maybe better to share.
Share it. All right, I will share it. All right, should be normally there. So again, new technology for me. I'm used to Miro and not Mural, but let's try it. I guess, can you see me in the board? So we'll first, the intro is just basically a picture. So the defects and the velocity are also there. It's actually the same as on the slides, so you can quickly check it. There's some Dutch there as well. Let's maybe go to the game board. It should normally fit on your screen. I tried to do it. So in the game board, you see a few iterations. There's also a second game board if we ever pass iteration 5. I don't think we will. There's a line to put in a goal if you want to. There's we start with a velocity of 15. The between brackets will be the real velocity we have in that sprint. Defects, of course, we start with 0. If we roll, I put in the defects that we roll. There are 2 boxes below. So normally you have to put in your post-its for your first iteration in the first box, and then we will remove what we cannot create in the second box, so that we still have a view on what we did and what we couldn't do. On the right-hand side, there's a very large backlog. I know it's big. It's meant to be big. So the first, so the yellow square, that's the post-it. So you can use that one to move it to the board. Then there's just a number to keep track of it. Then there's the name of what it is. And then if there's something on the right column, then that's what's mandatory or some extra information for the story. So to start the game, I need a product owner and a scrum master, because I'm not going to do all administration myself, and we need somebody to take decisions. So who wants to be my scrum master?
Okay, Sarah.
Neil, you will be it?
Yeah.
You will be in charge of moving the post-its to the board and making sure the board is up to date. And then I need somebody to take decisions. So I need my product owner. No one wants to be a product owner. I'm picking David because everybody's silent and he's the last one on my list. So the plan now is I will give you, unless there are questions, I will give you 10 minutes to discuss. Well, let's say, 10 minutes to discuss with your team what stories you want to do in your first iteration. Remember that if there's something, if you build something in an iteration, it only works the next iteration. I don't know if there are any questions. And if the story is not clear, you can always ask me.
Yeah, just one question. The backlog is not prioritized yet,
No,
correct or not?
it's not prioritized.
Not prioritized. Okay.
So more questions or not?
First thing to do is prioritize, no?
It's up to you guys. You have 15 minutes and then you have to decide something because your air is going to die in 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Okay.
Let's no, I said 10, right? 10 minutes. So
Okay.
can I start?
Sure.
Yes.
And it's best to unmute so that you can talk.
Yeah. So we needed three things. It was air, power, and
Water.
water. Okay. So the first thing I see is the air generator. Does everyone agree to put that in the sprint?
Yes.
Okay. So I think, Nele, that you will then move it.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah. So where else do we see air, water, or power?
King Nela?
There's
but
a there's a temporary generator, power generator 9,
Yes.
and there is
Temporary. Is there also a final one?
yes, number 10 is a permanent.
Ah, the permanent. Aha. And do they differ a lot in story points? Ah, yeah, 3 or 8. So that will depend on a bit on if we can fit everything in a sprint. Then we have 15 as velocity. Okay.
So water for 4 iterations is number 23.
23.
Or that's, we can go cheaper, we can get 2 iterations. I'm not sure how many points we have.
15.
Water for 4 iterations, water for 2. We can, well, it doesn't really matter, I think.
no, and it's all red, apparently.
Yeah, the red ones, there was something bad about it.
Yeah, they do not count or something.
For your score.
They do not count for your score, yes.
What
Okay.
if we take a water production plant?
Yeah.
It's number 24.
Yeah.
We could take that one.
Yeah.
Plus the
Okay.
8 from the permanent.
Power.
The permanent power thing, and then it should just all fit in one sprint. Everyone agrees to do like this?
Wait, what was
Would be
that?
number 10 then also.
Okay, if nobody's complaining, I will just do it.
Yeah,
I can still, I can
go
still
ahead.
change it.
We agree.
can
I
still
agree.
change it.
Yes. So then
So we
are
have
sure.
8, 5,
And then number
1.
8
See how much.
and 5. Was it 5?
Five.
8 is a food processing unit. Is that the one you wanted to?
Yeah.
Somebody's moving my board.
Maybe Saturday you should lock the board.
Yeah, I'm actually trying, but I'm trying to put it back first.
Yeah.
Quickly. I thought I locked everything. Apparently I didn't. voila, it locked. I'll quickly add.
So how many story points do we now have? We have actually a bit too much.
Yeah, but the food processor is there. We don't need that one.
The food, not yet. No, we can survive one sprint without food. So 5
so
and
now
8.
we have
2 left.
Yeah, 2 left.
Who has a good suggestion for 2 story points?
There was a karaoke machine. Yeah?
There's also a ski track if somebody misses to go on ski holiday.
There's a basic accommodation unit. That's a 2 story point. That's number 2.
Yeah, let's take this one. Okay, David?
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm starting to think that this blue cards we should plan as soon as possible, because they will help us to get faster. But okay, not in this sprint, huh? In the next sprints.
Still have almost 5 minutes left. I forgot to log a lot of stuff.
We're ready.
Yes, is your sprint backlog or your iteration backlog, is it prioritized? Because some stuff are the same.
Well, the basic things are all the same. We need all of them.
Okay.
Just the last one, maybe. I don't remember what it was.
So, Scrum Master, I'm looking at you to tell me when to stop the timer.
Yeah, you can stop the timer.
Can I stop it? All right, so time is up. So right now I'm going to roll the dice and to see if you guys have a lot of luck or not. So my first roll is 8. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see it.
We trust you.
You trust me. Wow. So that's 8. Let me quickly move. So for the defects, you will have 2 defects. And then let me roll again. For your velocity is 7. So it won't change. So if I go back to the board, your velocity will be 15. So it will be 15 for the next one. Let's quickly change it. No.
That's always the velocity for the next sprint, Sarah, or is it the velocity for the current sprint?
It's the velocity for the current sprint, and we will take it as the
start for the next.
The start for the next.
So
sprint.
Meaning if we, for example, would have lowered our velocity with 3 in the current sprint, I mean, we would have to let go of one story at least. Yeah.
So it's actually a bit like real life, where something can happen.
But if you had rolled a 12, then we had
you could have
3 story points over.
Yes.
Oh.
So my suggestion is next time, make sure you have more.
Yeah.
So that you can always, if, for example, if something goes faster, it's always good to have a backup.
Okay.
So maybe a quick round of what did you see in your first iteration? Somebody wants to share?
We survived.
That's good.
We have everything we wanted to have.
Yeah.
But we have
we didn't plan any Slack, I guess.
Yes. And you have all the water, the air, and the power. You have them all.
Yes.
And also not temporary, but full time, I think.
Basic accommodation.
So that's great. All right. Anyone else wants to share, or we just want to start iteration 2?
Where do we see what we have?
So the stories that are in the board
Yeah.
are the stories that you actually developed and that you have.
Ah,
Johan, I just check in the backlog, where is the post-it gone, this thing we have.
okay.
But
Yeah.
there are apparently 2 post-its on their own way.
Wait, let me put them back
Yeah.
quickly. Voila.
Okay.
All right. So I will not let anything change in the next iteration. Life goes on and in Mars, nothing special, but you will have only 5 minutes to plan your iteration. Since you guys did so well, I'm going to only give you 5 minutes.
Okay. What do we do with these defects? Do we fix them or no?
That's up to you guys. If you do not fix them, you create technical debt. If you do fix them, then it's good. Then they're not there anymore. So that's up to you to discuss when I start the timer.
And how do we fix these defects?
You just put a post-it in the board, and then I will remove the defects from the defect lane.
The post-its. Which post-its?
So just create a post-it.
Yeah, we just make a new post-its with like defects.
Yes.
Or... Yeah, okay.
Yes. All right, go for it.
Yay.
So-
Everybody happy on Mars?
Yes, so the robot factory, so we could have robots to do what? Does somebody remember what the robots do?
So if you see in the backlog, you have the robot builder, the Mars rover, and the robot tester. They all have their qualities, where some make sure that there are less defects every time, or less velocity, or both, more velocity, or both.
Yeah.
That looks like a good investment.
But before we have the Mars rover, we need the robot factory.
Yep.
Yes, yes.
Which is very cheap. It's only free points.
Uh-huh.
Ah,
Okay, let's go
do
for
it.
that.
Let's do it. And which number is it?
It's
This is
2039.
39. Ah, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I see. I'll move it. Please keep on discussing.
Well, what I
While
wonder
I'm
now
moving.
is
And the factory is only working the next sprint, is it that?
yes, exactly. That's what I was wondering, and I think it's like that. Sarah explained.
Okay.
So do we have enough points for the training center? That gives us velocity, which gives us more capacity for later. That's number 22.
Try to,
Yeah, which is
suggestion
8
for
points.
me, try to also think about the fact that you have to live there for 6 months. So you have to live together for 6 months.
We're such good company. We can just
Yeah, but you need a shower, no?
Maybe some people don't shower, I don't know. Or
We
other
don't
things.
smell outside of our suits, so if you can
Okay.
bear your own smell.
I think for the early ones, it's good to build capacity if we can, which is the training center is the only one I saw that also builds capacity.
Yeah.
Other than
That's the
robots,
only one.
which until we can build robots that I've
Yeah.
looked, but I find this interface tough.
Training center. Okay. Does anyone oppose to not to go for the training center, which is 8 story points, Mars 22?
But it gives us higher velocity, no?
Yes.
Yes.
One
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, it does. Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
Fine
can
by
make a
me.
course,
difference
yes.
for next
Fine
sprint.
by me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
how
That's
much
on
do we
11.
have left?
So now we have 4 left. And if
4
we are
left.
lucky- If we are lucky, we have 7 left.
Basic paving, unless there's a better idea. Because without hygiene, we have the risk of not having some unforeseen side effects, perhaps.
But how about the water? Do we still have water for this one?
We have a water plant, I thought, so water goes
Yeah.
on. We have permanent water, if I understood.
If a water production plant. Yeah.
And what's the construction center? That's
Where
too
do you
big for
see
this
this?
one.
What
Which
number is that?
Seven.
7.
7 construction center.
I don't see a benefit from it.
Huh? I don't
Yeah,
know.
it doesn't fit anyway. Yeah,
One
it's 6 story
more
points.
minute or less than
Let's
1 minute.
Okay.
Let's go for the what was it? The shower.
Basic bathing.
The basic
Or unless it's
bathing.
better.
Yeah.
There's basic bathing and there's also shower. So there's here you can use a cloth to wash yourself, and there's also showers in there.
Can we afford showers?
Yeah,
Or shall we
let's
do
go for
basic
showers.
bathing?
It's 2 story points. And the next one, March 33, is a hobby workshop. So why not keep our employees happy?
Ourselves.
Okay, so where is the shower, please?
Yeah.
What is the number?
March 32.
Okay, I see. Yes.
6 more seconds, 5 more seconds.
Yeah, but we still
Weren't you
have.
guys going to do the basic bathing? So quickly decide.
Go for
The
showers if we
defects,
can.
we still have to open for the defects, fix the defects.
Go for the defects if we have extra points.
Yeah, fix the defects. Yes. Okay.
All right. So dice time. I'm dropping the dice. Way to go, Sarah. So the first one is 8. Let me quickly take a look. I don't know it by heart.
2 defects again.
So 3 defects.
Okay.
And your velocity is 9.
So +1.
Yes, plus 1 velocity. You guys are lucky.
Plus the velocity we increase that we have.
Yeah,
That's
from
for
the
next
training
one.
center.
So
I know this one. Huh? Oh, yeah, for the okay.
Yeah.
so you will have, and then let me just quickly count. So that's 2, 4, 15. So you actually, sadly enough, have 1 extra velocity that's just lost.
And we cannot use it for the new defect.
No, it does not work that way. So you will have some free time to just sit there and watch the sunset or something on Mars.
Well, we'll spend it on innovation. No worries.
Or mental health, maybe. All right. So for your next velocity, that will be, I need to put in the defects. So that's
3.
3 indeed. Thank you for helping me. The good thing is you removed all your defects. So your velocity is going to change.
17 then.
17, yeah.
Yes.
So any defect can be solved with 1 story point.
Yes.
Okay.
But in the end, it will cost you 5. It goes times 5 to calculate the final score.
For
Yeah.
each defect that's left.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay, but then isn't the best thing we can do is using the defect solving as extra for now? So if we are lucky and we have a plus, we can solve the defects. And if not, we will solve them
Yeah,
the next
So-
sprint.
I think it's also, yeah, go ahead, Johan.
If you had put in defects 3 story points, then they had been solved. Oh, no. We all know I had 2. Yes, okay.
Okay.
yes, are you guys
so,
ready to start again?
Yes.
I will give you 5 minutes again. But this time a meteor shower hit Mars and Nele broke her hand. So she will not be able to be our Scrum Master. So you as a team need to fix it, and Nele cannot play in this iteration. So I'm sorry, Nele, that you broke your hand.
Okay.
So go for it.
Okay, who will take up the role of Scrum Master in this sprint?
I can
Drag
do
the
that.
post-its.
And not.
that.
Was that?
It's Biljana.
Ah, okay. So.
But I still can discuss, Sarah.
No, no, you're in the
Oh.
You're
sick
dead.
bay. You
Okay.
feel very terrible. You have a lot of pain, so you cannot join.
But there was a sick bay or something like that, no?
So what can we now do with the robot factory? I see
Build
Mars
robots.
31, 30, 31B needs robot factory. Robot builder. Ah, robot builder or a robot tester?
I would go for as many robots as we can personally.
Yeah.
That would be
Just-
my choice, but I don't know what other people feel.
Just to
Okay,
remind
let's-
you, the blue
Yeah.
post-it, so the robots do not count for your final score.
That's a reason not
it's
to
an
go for them. Good with you know it.
investment.
It's
And the investment won't
yes.
pay off very quickly.
So should we take the 31A?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I will take
What
that.
do the others think?
What's the 31A?
It's one of the robots.
Robot,
The robot builder.
So we get a
But
higher
we only-
velocity.
We only have
Yeah.
2 more iterations, so is it worth the points?
Yeah. I would also go for a robot tester. We have 2 of each, and so
So which number is that?
that's the 34A.
Okay, so do you want me to move 34A?
Anyone object?
No?
That sounds good. I would almost think the robot testers are better investments because they reduce defects.
Okay.
I'm not sure about that. It's I'm still kind of
Yeah,
finding
but
my way in the game.
if we are lucky with the defects, then we will not gain anything in velocity.
Yes, but they take 5 points each defect left at the end.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we also have a robot TV crew and a robot chef.
Actually, but okay. And what if we take 2 robot testers? 1 builder and 2 testers.
But the thing is, for the builders, we get game velocity, but they cost us points, which we could be investing in story points that pay off at the end. If I've understood correctly, how many iterations do we have?
Until
we
it's
saw-
time.
Yeah.
Until it's time. Okay.
Until
okay,
you
I
So
get,
understand.
sorry, until
let's
you
say
get
3 more.
rescued.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in 6 months. Yes, okay.
Maybe the yellow things pay more.
Okay. So do you have
I'm
a
not sure,
counter
it's,
proposal?
And the reds were what? Sorry, the reds were
That was
the
temporary.
red ones.
They're temporary, but
temporary
you
ones.
don't need them anymore.
Yeah,
No.
because
Okay.
we built things properly. I think we should start going for things that pay yellow story points. I'm not sure.
Like the science lab or the
Anything that counts.
I'm going to remind you guys again, you have to live on Mars. So it's not only story points that count.
Cinema and movie thing.
I think the restaurant.
Do you have the bar and lounge?
That sounds a good thing. I'm keen on the bar.
Okay, moving the bar. We need to live there, enjoy.
Do you want to wash our clothes as well?
Okay, which story is that?
15.
Okay, 15.
40 more seconds.
Okay, so
Maybe luxury we don't have to. Just grab something small that we can get points for.
so we have 3 and 3. We have only 8. We need much more, and we have very.
Let's do also a builder, robot builder.
What number is that? We have
I
very.
already dragged it to be quick.
Okay. Okay. Oh, you.
15 seconds left.
Okay.
Are you going to fix the defects, by the way?
Yes, defects.
Yeah. So
guys.
how do we fix that? Sorry.
Just
How many
create a
defects do we
post-it,
have?
double click.
Okay.
Okay.
I did that. Not sure what you.
Okay.
Time is up. You quickly pick another one, and then I'm going to roll the dice. Does everybody agree, by the way, on the sprint?
Construction
Yes.
center. Should we put something?
All right, I'm going to roll the dice now. So this will be
Okay.
your sprint. We have in total, Scrum Master, help me.
We have
10.
10,
19.
13, 13, 18, and no, 13, 16, and 6, 22.
All right.
16 and 3.
I see 19.
16
Without
and 3.
the
19,
defects.
yeah,
Okay,
And 3
sorry,
defects.
19.
Yeah, so 22 then. Yeah.
Sorry, I just grabbed something number 7 just to have a little bit extra.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So I rolled the dice, and the first number is 8. So let me quickly check. So that's another 3 defects. It's like I have a favorite number or something. And the other one is 3. So minus 2 velocity.
Ooh.
So let me see. So you will have a velocity of 15. So you will have to
Oh, the
decide
second one? What did you throw the second one?
3. So that's a velocity of minus 2.
The
So
training center, is that +1 velocity every time or only?
you mean the robot tester and the training
I think-
center as well? Yes, that's also if you earn something that goes extra with the velocity, it will happen every time.
Okay.
So you now have to decide which stories won't stay in the iteration. So what
So
you
the
were
one
not.
the one that I added at the end, number 7, was the one
Mhm.
drag for.
Yeah, but that's 6 story points, and we only have few.
We need to remove 2. So for sure, the last
Only
one, more
2, so
7.
let's just.
What's 36? Let's get, if it's 2 points, let's get rid of 36. It's 2 points.
Yeah,
And then we
indeed,
can still
36
solve
or the
to
defect.
36. Okay.
That's the bar. No bar for you guys.
Next time.
Should we put the defects that are 3?
Like lockdown, no bar.
You can always have a bar at home.
Or in the streets.
True. All right.
We can only solve 2 defects. Huh? If we so Mars 7 needs to go.
Mark
That
7,
one.
yes.
And we put
Yeah.
back the bar. Okay.
Can
Or
we
no,
put,
no.
I will put
Sorry?
it back.
But the bar, if you remove the bar, but
No,
if you remove a story, you put it in the box below, so you can still see what you
Ah,
put
yeah.
there.
Okay.
Okay.
That's why there are 2 boxes.
Mhm.
But aren't we removing too much?
You're removing too
8,
much now.
11.
So we
Yeah.
can just keep the 7, I think.
This one.
Just
No. We only have
We
15,
have
huh?
15. So the
Yes.
first 2 blue ones is already
8.
8.
8, 11, 14.
And we want to get rid of the
14,
defects too.
yeah.
So if we maybe bring the bar back.
Yeah, but if you have
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
so one
Yeah.
defect left, yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
We solve 2 defects and we have the bar.
and
At least
7
we
goes
can
back into
drink on it that we solved
Yep,
2
that's good.
defects.
Mhm.
Brownosaurus.
And so Mars 7 has to go down also.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
okay. Yes.
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 As a game master, I'm going to let you guys off the hook. Next time, I will pick out the post-its myself, and I will just take out the bottom one because you need your iteration backlog prioritized. So
Sensible.
just saying.
Mhm.
So if I get it correctly, you will receive 2 extra velocity points from your training center and your robot builder. One defect will be removed by the robot tester. So if I calculate that correctly, then you guys will have 15, 17 again and no defects.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
So maybe before we go into another iteration, a little bit of a retrospective. What did you think? Did you learn anything? Who wants to share?
Well, it seems a good idea to pick the blue ones.
I'm not sure about that because they don't count at the end of the game. So they help us. It depends how long the game is, how long we get investment back.
Yeah, but they gave us investment now, did they not?
The defects one did, but the other one less so. It depends. At the end of the game, if I've understood correctly, which I haven't necessarily, the points is by the story points we built, and they don't count. So maybe it was better to build those earlier if we could have. I don't know, but we couldn't have really because we didn't have. We built them as early as we could.
Yeah, if the goal is to have the highest score at the end, maybe you have a point, John. But I think if we can deliver more value now, that's also good.
I think we should build a little bit more value on the 4th and then the 5th is.
And there's always the chance we don't get rescued at the end. So
yeah.
No,
so
we
I
do
think
get
we
rescued
should
anyway.
Or you die. That's also an option.
I have a question for the PO. Shouldn't we prioritize what's left? Say what do you want to do first? Or we just keep on picking.
Okay.
So discussing about your next iteration will be in your next 5 minutes. So I just want to hear a retro now. So what do you think and all those things?
So we need the PO to give us in the next retrospective his vision just when we start. Do we agree with that as a retrospective? We need the vision of PO.
Sounds a good idea.
For the planning.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What will be the 3 things that will create the highest value? And then what will be the other thing is maybe we need to decide how many extra story points we want to take in to be on the safer side. Maybe up to 23 extra points.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
But she will never roll a 12. No.
Yeah, we can only try. As long as we don't put the high number of story points at the bottom of the sprint, it's fine. Because as from now, Sarah will pick the bottom ones as to move down if needed.
Sarah, a quick question.
Yes.
So the Mars rover, where you say +1 every dice roll, what does it mean? When you roll a 7, it becomes an 8? Or when you roll a 7, you look at how it impacts velocity and defects, and then you do +1?
So I roll, and then it goes +1. So the number will go up.
So basically more defects and more velocity. I mean more story points.
Yeah, the velocity depends on where it is. Any other questions?
So what's the advantage then of the rover?
More velocity, but you also create potentially more velocity, but you also create more defects. So
yeah,
that sounds a bad investment.
Yeah, sounds to me like as well. Okay.
All right. Before we start, you suddenly
where is our Scrum Master? Is she coming back?
Yes, she's
I'm
back.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel good.
Everything's healed. Yes.
Yes.
On Mars, everything goes faster. So suddenly you receive a message from the air that you will be rescued after this iteration.
Okay.
But they do remind you that you are scientists and they do want to come and see what you did on Mars. So your next iteration will be your last one before you get rescued, and you get another 5 minutes. Go.
Okay, so we need something to show for Mars 40 and Mars
lab.
41.
Yeah.
Those are 2 stories that we should prioritize.
Labs. Okay.
So how much story points do we have left then?
So that's already 10. So
That's
we have
10,
then 7 left.
17.
We have 7 left.
7 left. Well, those guys have been traveling for quite a long time. I don't know.
But you have the
months
bar
or
no?
something. Yeah, but don't we need a restaurant as well to welcome them? The last one, Mars 44.
Can we bring the Mars 7 to this iteration? The one.
Yes, you can move it. It's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So we don't need the 44 and 7, do we? What is 44?
44 was a restaurant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's always
so
good
we
to have
don't need
something
both.
extra.
Yeah,
So we
let's
just
keep
put
that
it
as
like
extra.
somewhere
Lower,
as
yes.
So
extra.
maybe a restaurant is cheaper than the, maybe we take the bar away because it's cheaper, the restaurant. It's 3 story points.
But actually, I
Who's
already
moving the
see.
cards?
Wait, 11,
7 was a construction center.
14.
Yeah, 7
Yeah,
was
with
the
construction.
So
construction.
the bar
center.
is already there. That's, I
Ah,
think,
yeah.
Mars
Yeah.
36.
So
Yeah.
44, we don't need 44 then if the bar is, if we have the bar. But we need the construction center for the work to continue. So can we?
Well, we will be rescued, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
indeed.
but there will be, would they? Okay.
So
But
is there
or
something
is
left?
the restaurant? We already have the bar. So do we need also a restaurant?
Oh, you only take liquid food.
Bar has food.
I will just
has
keep
food.
it. I will just keep it like as extra. So let's fill the 17 with other stuff. Indeed, is there something?
So what about the hydrogen
Scientist.
plant farm?
We already have that.
Hydroponic plant farm. That's to create plants, no? What's hydroponic?
Which number, Johan?
12.
I think it's to create usable water for plants and for food and stuff.
So is there not something about science that you want this to see how it will work? So 12, number 12. Should we pick number 12?
Five story points. It's risky, yeah, because if it goes -2, we already won't have it.
Yeah, but then we can pick something else, which is smaller.
Yeah.
So
Preferably something smaller, but that still can show that we are real scientists.
yeah. So should we take that and one more, which is based on science?
I'm looking for science things.
Yeah.
Fish.
1 more minute left.
We have a robot
So
chef.
the fish farm.
Or fish farm, yeah, I also considered that one.
Okay.
And what's
so
the number? What's the number?
35.
35.
Watch
So
out for the fish
35.
farm. You do need some stuff, no?
Water production plant and water recycling plant.
Okay, so we can do that
Do
one.
we have
We
them?
can't do that.
Or the TV crew, the 37 TV crew, if they are going to rescue us, then it can
Can definitely earn
can
money.
make it
Okay,
moving.
let's go for that then. Let's
Yes.
make it memorable.
Yeah.
All right. 20 more seconds left.
So I am not sure about the 40 was the restaurant or was something else.
We'll see. Yeah, if
Yeah, the restaurant is
what
the
is our real velocity?
extra. Yeah.
Should we do the basic food processing unit, for example?
That's 5.
No,
the
but
restaurant.
that's too much.
Time's
5.
up. This is your iteration.
Yeah.
Let's quickly roll the dice because it's already 20 past.
Mhm.
So 6 is the first number. So
Okay.
you will end up with
Two
two extra
Two
defects.
defects.
And then for the velocity,
12.
9.
Ah.
So you will go -4.
Huh? -4.
Why
No,
do I
what
mind?
I'm saying, -1.
9. You said
Plus
9.
1.
+1.
What did I say? +1.
9.
Yes. See, you shouldn't trust me. So that
So-
means you can have 18. Let me
Yes.
quickly see how much you have. 19, right?
19.
So I will remove the
Plus-
restaurant.
No. We have one of the allez,
One of the what?
the blue ones that give us an extra
Yeah,
velocity.
no, but it's already.
That's already counted.
17.
Ah.
So goodbye restaurant, no food.
Mhm. But it's
So-
okay. It was extra. So.
Congratulations, you are still alive and you are being rescued right now to go back to the earth.
And we are getting famous.
And you're getting famous indeed. So they want us to go back in 10 minutes. So what I did was I created a little, if I can show it, let me see. How can I?
Unlock.
No, it's I need my outline. Where is it?
You need to unhide something.
I can see the outline, but I can probably. Is it game board too?
No, it's on the right one.
Retro.
Yes.
Yeah, retro.
Can you unhide it?
Yeah, no, it's hidden, and I.
How do
no,
I see my
can't unhide
outlines?
it, but that's.
Yeah,
that's-
there, yeah,
bottom.
one of those
Yes,
things.
I found it.
Yes.
I found it. So I quickly did you can
yeah.
just put post-its in
Okay.
there. So I longed for. I guess you guys know the format. So quickly just put some stuff in it that you want to share. You can do it out loud as well if you want to really share it. You do not have to. I hoped you guys liked it. I can also suggest it, by the way, as a board game. It's actually quite fun to do it real life.
Mhm.
I
Then you
cannot
can.
create post-its.
You cannot.
You can just double click.
Yeah, on the left, you have where is the M? They're like the shapes. You can use one of those. I created few.
You can also
No.
do it
Or
on the
just
right
double
click.
Okay.
Can you
I-
see I created few? So just,
No, I
Take
cannot
few of
drag and
those.
drop things.
no, but can you see there are empty ones on the board now?
Yes, but I cannot drag and drop them.
So just tell me which, I will put one each in. So
Yeah, or you can just put it in the chat. Maybe
yeah.
that's also fine.
Just use, I just now have done one empty for each of the squares. Can you write on them or you're not able to write?
I'm not able.
And then
Maybe just put.
you need to click twice on them.
Oh, yeah.
I can see you typing, so that's a good thing.
By the way, if you don't like to see all the cursors of everybody, now you're just 5 or 6, it's still okay. But if you're 20 and you
Yeah,
don't like
that's
to see all the
horrible.
cursors,
You get totally dizzy.
you can turn it off.
Where do you
You
do
go
that?
to your own symbol on the bottom. Then there is broadcast my cursor or don't show me cursors. So you can turn off your own cursor. You can also put it on don't show me cursors. I quite often do that.
For me, as a presenter, it's nice to see where everybody is on the board. to see if everybody is still following.
Not
But yes, if you're 15 people, it gets very annoying.
Yeah.
So maybe while you are creating post-its, do you think this is a format that will help new teams understand how to work in an agile kind of way? Or do you think it's too difficult?
I think you can play with any type of themes. It all depends what you get out, like what is emphasis, because you can play on priority, you can play on like whatever it's the bottleneck of the team. You can always emphasize if you do on the new team, maybe the value and principles. More on value and principles like cooperation and all of this stuff, or if you have experienced team that they're maybe not prioritizing right, you can do the prioritization. I like it. I really like it. You can use it in any, I think, for any teams. But where is the final one? Do you have a score for?
No, I have to calculate it, so I can actually quickly calculate it if you want to.
Yes, please. We want to see.
So I'm going to.
Somebody add my comments in. I put it in the chat.
Yes, I did, Johanna.
Ah, okay, thank you.
So I'm quickly going to cheat and take my Windows calculator just to not make any mistakes. So your end score is 41.
Look at
That's actually pretty good. Well, I actually only played it digital once, so you scored like 10 points higher. So
how do you calculate the score?
So you add all the story points that you actually did, and then you deduct it with the blue ones, so the story points of the blue ones or the red ones if they are still there, and minus the defects times 5. So, but I think they want us to go to the, I just have one more question. The person that said didn't like the interface of the board, can you explain it?
I found it very hard to move around. Maybe it's
okay, so the whole board, so not the game board, but with the backlog on the side and then the
more the mural thing. The mural
Yes,
thing I found very difficult to get on with.
Yes,
yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else wants to share about their story?
I think for me, you might not need, like you can combine the wording, the second and third column, so you can actually make your backlog much smaller. Makes sense?
Yes, the second and yes, okay.
Yeah, so you don't, because at the moment you have it too long, so it is very difficult to go up and down. So maybe you can kind of make it smaller and tidier. So
yes.
It's easier to navigate and actually not get lost.
Yeah, I agree. Do you think it might be a good idea to just, instead of make it a long list, just chop it into 2 or 3 pieces and just put it next to each other? Would that be easier?
Yeah.
Or if you could put it on Post-its, if you get all the information on bigger Post-its.
And why not use a tool like Trello for this, where we can really arrange the order of the cards? We can also have different columns per sprint.
Yeah, I think it's like you don't need to put the things on you can put on Post-its, all of them.
Instead of putting a number, just putting the explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So explanation and everything on one post-it, because then if you move it to the board, you don't lose the whole explanation and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
true.
So we are going to get kicked out.
Yes. So I will also stop the recording. Thank you, Sarah.
Was
Thank you,
brilliant.
Thank you.
everyone.
Was brilliant. Very
All right.
Well
Thank
done.
you.